One of the most often asked questions that I get prior to listing a home for sale is, should I repaint my walls? And the answer to that is, it depends. If your wall's in really rough shape and you don't plan on discounting the price of the home, then yeah, you probably should repaint your walls. Otherwise, the buyer's gonna walk in, they're gonna see a lot of dollar signs that they don't wanna spend, and then your home's probably gonna sit on the market and not sell. If, however, your home's walls are in pretty good shape, they've just got some scuffs and nicks here and there, then you probably shouldn't repaint your walls, and here's why. First, repainting gets very expensive unless you try to do it yourself. And by the way, if you try to repaint yourself, please do a good job. I know that sounds simple, but more often than not, I see bad paint jobs from do-it-yourselfers as opposed to good paint jobs because it's very labor intensive. It can get very intricate. Repainting is very expensive, as I mentioned before, especially if you start repainting shoe molding and repainting crown molding. That requires a lot of work and a lot of patience, and it requires a lot of money once you start paying someone to do it. Therefore, make sure you get your good return on your investment. Make sure you want to spend that money before you do it. 2, you might spend all that money and do all that work, and the buyer might not even like the color that you pick. So you spend all that work for nothing. So if you're gonna repaint, and then if you're gonna try to predict what the buyer is gonna like, try to stick with neutral light colors like white or light gray. That may sound boring, but boring often sells. And remember, you're doing this to sell to the general market. You are not doing this for yourself. So, should I repaint my walls prior to listing it for sale? The answer is yes. The answer is no. The answer is, it depends.